Hi, this is Kara and I'm here to work on some boho ephemera. I kind of diverged courses there for a little bit and thought, you know, it'd be really fun to make some painty papers to go with this journal. So I kind of took a detour and made some painty papers. I posted that, was that yesterday? I don't even know. And I noticed as I was watching the playback that I really didn't show you how the actual papers turned out when they were all done. Because I was busy cleaning up my big gigantic mess that I made with my painty papers. So before we make some ephemera using some of these in my end frame, all right, I just wanted to kind of show you. I would say I'm super beginner at the Gelli plate, but I will also say it's addicting. It's really fun and super messy. I'm sure once you know what you're doing more, it's not messy, but yeah, I got messy. All right, so let's go through. Look at this one. I added some glitter paint. This is probably one of my favorites. And actually, this is a favorite. That one turned out pretty good. This one's a little bit crazy. There's this one, not a favorite. I like this one though. This one turned out okay. I like the shimmery that I put on it. I did use some tattered angels after to kind of give it some of the ones that needed a little something, some sparkle. That one's kind of fun, and the purples. Yeah, I really like the ones that I added the glitter paint to. That one's kind of fun. I went back and used my stencil, and that's some tattered angels on the edges. It looks like scrapbook paper now that it's dry, but it's not. There's tattered angels here. This one is super shimmery. That one's kind of fun, even though it's not really covered, but I kind of like it. Not a fan of this one. And this one, I like this one a lot. This one, that one, and this one's pretty fun. I like how this purple looks. All right, so that was my messy painty paper time. And what I thought was I could use some of my painty papers to make, where'd they go? Some pieces of ephemera. So I started, I was on hold, so while I was on hold, I decided to start. So I ripped some of the paper, I inked the edge with some purple ink that I have. And then for this one, I just added lace and flowers. This one, I'm losing my light. I did lace. I haven't inked anything. And this one is a piece of fabric, just cream color and the paint paper. This one I want to stitch, and I think it kind of, because of the way that this is cut, it looks like a postage stamp, kind of fun. So all of these I'm going to stitch later. And then let me show you kind of what I was thinking in the journal. So this guy could be like a tuck spot like this, or over here like this. And if I stitch these edges, I think that would make a nice tuck spot. I think this one on a page would be neat like this, or just as a decoration. Or it could be a corner tuck spot also. And then the same thing with this. But I just wanted to show you that even though the painty papers are a little crazy, I felt like it kind of works. if I can find the page. Maybe. Alright, so like this. No, it's in this one. I mean, that could work. And it definitely could work on the coffee dyed pages. Oh yeah, this. So I think there's some purple up here. And I think it was, yeah, like that would kind of be fun. And then she might be able to work here because of the purples. On any of these, I think they would look great. So it would give a pop of color. So yeah. That would be cute. Alright, so that's kind of what I was thinking. Okay, so let's make a couple. And then I also want to use some of the papers to make big tags, but I might not do that today. We might just make a couple more of these girls. And I pulled out some fabric. I went back through and I have some batik fabrics that I thought might work. And then my pinks, and my ribbons, and my paper. And then I put my goodies that I cut out in here. So I cut out these, I think they were like actual pieces of jewelry, and she scanned them. So these are kind of fun. And the nice thing about these is since they're flat, they're not gonna bulk up your journal. So anyway, there's some fun pieces. These, oh yeah. I also cut out or have some mulberry paper in my stash, and so I pulled out a few of these. I really want this journal to have textures and color, but I want it to feel and for you to touch and be able to, I don't know, I just have it very tactile. And then I also have in here some hearts, filigree, and then a while back I used my Tim Holtz, what is it, stamp and die, and made some tickets. And this, but I think it might be too bulky. This is gonna go in the journal possibly. I thought the suitcase was perfect. I also found a world map, and another one, and just some fun papers, and some felts. Okay. Whew, all over. All right, but for right now, let's just use a couple of these bits and papers and some fabric and lace. I need a different kind of lace. And we're gonna do something similar to these, but maybe change up our paper. And maybe use this color. Since we have 3 purples and pinks, maybe we change it up and go for the greens. All right, so I'm gonna wrap I'm just gonna get some jagged edges. I'm saving these because I think those would make some fun Franken tags later. It's kind of fun. Okay, and then I'm thinking maybe this fabric in the back. Make sure I'm in. Yeah, okay. Is that fabric too bold, you think? Or, because it kind of takes away, you can't see the paper as much. Let's see what happens. Let's just try a piece of this fabric. This is why I like having just bits and pieces of fabric, because you can layer them and it's just kind of handy to have. I don't know why I still want this. I just need the pieces to kind of have something strong behind them. And I think once I sew, there we go. I'll trim this down just a smidge, but I'm gonna glue it. I think once I sew it, I think it'll look really cool. And again, it's a little bulky, but I don't think it'll be too bad. If I get my glue open, my goodness. Maybe, maybe, maybe. So then after this one, I'll have some ephemera and I'll have that, but that itch out of my system. I don't know if you're ever like that, where you're like, I just want to do this instead. And then I'll go back from here and actually do some sewing. I'll sew these together, which is kind of nice. I'll already be at the sewing machine. I'll sew those and then we'll come back and we can add some different fabrics and lace to the journal itself. I struggle when I do sewing and on a video because of the angle of the camera. I haven't figured out which angle. Like Gail, Agostinelli, however you say her last name, she has the perfect little angle on hers, and I'm not sure how she does it, but it's perfect. And when she sews, you can see. So yeah, I'll have to figure out a good setup. Or my other option, now that I have glue on here, I don't want to have all this white. My other option is to just kind of show you after I sew, but I feel like that's not a fun craft with me. That's no fun. Okay, so I have a thing of thirds. I like to have 3, maybe that. And maybe I cut this apart. The cool thing about digitals is if there are elements in the digital kit that you really like I like all these little pieces, I can just print it again. And then use the same thing in a different way. Again, I will have, oh my glue, I will have this digital kit linked below if you want to play along and make your own boho journal. The Etsy shop is Studio 28E. That is her name on Etsy. And the name of the actual digital kit is, let me think about this. I think it's Sheila's kit. Because I think Sheila is, I could be wrong. I should probably find this out. But I think Sheila is the shop owner and Facebook group person of Boho Dreams. And she has tons of boho fabric that she does really fun bundles with. I have a volcano going on in my, but I will double check with her and find out if that's who she's named her kit after. Okay, so again, Studio 28E is the name of the Etsy shop. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm struggling over here today. My glue, my lights, my glue never wants to work. Oh, come on. All right, you stay upside down for a while and I'll grab another thing of glue. There we go. Man, all this time and I've only made one little guy. All right, or one little tag. Okay, what do we think of that? I think it's fun, and she could be a little tuck spot for a tag behind her. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I like her on the brown. That would be fun right there. Yep, oh, I like her on the brown page. That's really fun. Okay, I like her. I like her. Little stitching. Let's see. Let's do this one. And I kind of want to use this pink fabric. So fun. I love it. I just need a little bit. Oh, Kara. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna ink the edges of this one. Yeah, I'm not liking that. There we go. There I go again with my glue. I need a cup. I need some to stick it. There we go. Stick it in. Oh, there, that looks better. There we go. That's crazy, crazy, crazy. Looks like trees. But our cover, where did our cover go? Has the green and the pink together. So that's what I was kind of thinking. Is that too crazy? What if we put this back here for the stability thing? that out just a little bit. Maybe it won't be so, but that's kind of fun. And I like that this one already has one. Nope. All right, I'm doing it. I am committing. So I have a few things. I was going to make a separate video about this. I might still. Exciting things happening in the month of January. So exciting. First thing is I'm going to Creativation. I live in Phoenix and Creativation is actually here. It's been here for several years. It used to be in California, and it's the big trade show for all things crafty. And last year was my first time hearing about Creativation because I pretty much lived under a rock, I think. But I had never heard of Creativation. And last year I was watching YouTube videos and I was a new YouTuber and I saw all these crafty folks at this convention and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just down the street, I want to go. But you can't go unless you're a member or you pay a ton of money. So you have to be a member of the AFCI, and there's requirements if you're a YouTuber or a shop owner, or of course if you're a big brand, you know, and because that's the reason the big brands are going to show off their new lines and their new goods, so that shop owners and other people can then purchase those things. So yeah, so anyway, last year, see, now I had it how I liked it and then I moved it. So last year I watched these YouTubers who brought their phones and their different things, and they were meeting like Tim Holtz and watching Tim Holtz make cards and all these make and takes, and I was like, oh, I want to do this someday. And maybe that one instead of that one. No, I'm sticking with pink. So yeah, so last year I said I am making it a goal. I don't know how, but I am going to someday go to Creativation. Well, that someday is a year later. I had enough Etsy sales this year in my Etsy shop to qualify for their requirements. And I was, so close with my YouTube channel, so close, but I didn't quite make the number of views, but I probably will be able to do that next year. Because if you're a maker, you have different things that you can attend, and if you are a YouTuber, you have other special groups that you can go do. So this year I'm going as a maker, and then maybe next year I'll go, oh, that's fun. I like that. And this could be like a side one. And make me even go up here. That's cute. Maybe I'll end up trimming that off. I'm gonna leave it for now and see what I think after I'm done sewing. So yeah. So this year I'm going as a maker. And next year, maybe as a YouTuber. And it's really cool. So some of the design teams that I've been on, and then some other people are actually going, and I'm gonna get to meet them in person. I'm taking a class. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. If you make a goal and you really just try, you never know what can happen, and it's huge. It's huge to me. I'm rambling. So that is January 17th, that weekend. So I'm getting excited about that. And then the other news is that I just found out, and I put it on my Instagram, that I am, for the year 2019-2020, I'm part of the Canvas Corp brand creative crew for the year. I'm still learning what all that means. I'm still learning what kind of projects I have to make and how the blog post works, and still in the learning phase of all that, but I'm really, really excited about that. Like, that's a big deal to me. Little old Kara, yeah. See, I keep talking, now I'm messing up my fray. Now I'm wishing I wouldn't have done that. So yeah, 2 big things, Creativation, Canvas Corp brands, yeah. And then this one is just kind of silly, but we'll see if it makes it on the channel. My family and I are attempting, and I do mean attempting, to do the Shannon Green Journal by Fives. She is a YouTuber with tons of subscribers, super crafty, creative lady. And about 3 years ago, I'm just trying to make this free and fun. About 3 years ago, she came up with this thing called Journaling by Fives. And you take 5 different steps, 15 minutes anyway, I'll explain it all, but you can Google or search for Journaling by Fives with Shannon Green. So I had the crazy idea to do that with my family members. Oh gosh. So we are currently on step 2. We did step 1 2 nights ago, step 2 last night. We were gonna do step 3 tonight, however the husband is working really late, so that might not happen. So yeah, so we'll see. We will see if we survive, and I was gonna edit it and put it up, and it's something completely different than anything I've done on my channel, but pretty fun. And the kids are doing it, my husband is doing it, and we will have 20 pages of completed art journal done at the end of the challenge, and not challenge, but at the end of the 5 sessions. And then I have a book, and we're going to put them in, and then I thought it would be really fun to then use those journal pages and put some pictures of us doing family things throughout the year. So not only did they create and we created the pages, we got messy together and did all that. So look for that if I survive. Last night there was a little bit of drama, so we'll see how that edits. Yeah. Okay, I feel like all I've done is make 2 little things and rambled for the remainder of the time, because that information that I just shared was going to be a separate thing. And now I feel like the video has gone on and on. Okay, so where are we? We've made several tags that I need to sew. And then up next in the stage, what would that be? 4? Step 4? I want to start adding some of these in, and I want to sew in some trim and lace. Like, I want to do some lace pockets. I think this fabric's going to be super cute as a pocket. So we can do that next, and maybe after that make some tags, and we need to sew the bad boy in the journal. May or may not do some stamping. Yeah, we'll see. So next up, sewing. Sewing is next up. Okay, wow, thanks so much if you're still with me, hanging in with my long rambles and some crafty time. I do appreciate it, and if you haven't and you thought this was fun, please give it a like so I know that this is something you're interested in watching, maybe with less rambling in the future and more crafting. But please like and comment so I know what you're thinking, because I don't always know what y'all are thinking. All right, so have a wonderfully crafty, right now, evening. If you're watching us in the day, happy crafting. Okay, be back soon. Bye-bye.